Right now, it's getting better. And because when this whole thing started, sometime in December, and there wasn't enough information available. But patakazoudzwa kunzi pane chirwere chiripo, and they had the lockdown. So 26 January, I think. Yeah, takavataziva kuti zvinhu zviri serious, and everything shut down. So takaita like nekuti tanga tatenga chikafu, tabhadhara mabhiri nechichi, saka takavharirwa mumba, but we had everything we needed. I don't know kuti vamwe vanhu vanga vachikwanisawo sei, but as far as my experience, zvanga zviri nani. But after the first week or the second week or so, yeah, it gets to you. We are all for staying at home and not working and, not doing anything, watching TV and playing PlayStation and stuff. But when you're just inside, you kind of think a lot, and then there's a whole mental situation going there. And then they relaxed the policy, so you could actually go out a couple of days to buy some food, some essential things. Yeah. I have a friend who's at university in another city. They told me that it was not the same for them. Shanga is really much more serious. And they had everything brought to them. Muma hostel. So yeah. Now, I cannot compare to America,
Of course.
Yeah, sure.
So now let's take a look and let's try walk through these days from Chakatangamna December up until now. Pamunoti zvava nani kune vanhu vazhinji who are listening to our program right now vasina ruzivo kuti exactly what happened and how serious was it when it started muna December up until now. Saka pamunoti zvava nani havanyatsinzwisisa. Saka ndachikumbira kuti munyatsovatsanangurira what you guys had to go through from December up until this stage and point where you say, okay, makukwanisa yenyu kumbobudawo mumbonotenga magrosa and so forth.
Yeah, ndanzwisisa chaizvo kuti vanhu vakawanda havasi kunzwisisa kuti how is the situation different here nekwavari, nekuda kwekuti zviri kuitika kunze kwenyika right now zvakatoitika kuno kudhara. Isusu takatoita almost 3 months dzedu almost 2 months dzedu dzequarantine dzakatopfuura kudhara. So kana ndichiti zvave nani ndinoreva kuti muna January, before January 20, vanhu vanga vachiri kuenda kubasa. Everyone was still going to work. The theaters were open, the malls and everything, pretty much normal. But after the lockdown, everything was shut down. The schools, some of the hospitals that don't deal with any infectious diseases, the malls, all the workplaces, everything was shut down. So ipapo hapana kana chinhu changa chichiri kutongoitika. Chega chawangakwanisa kutenga was magrocery anodeliverwa online. Even mamask chaiwo aya anga asingawaniki, even though achinzi anogadzirwa kunoku vanogadzira zvese muchina, anga asingawaniki. So kana ndichiti zvave nani ezvinezvi, mabhazi ave kufamba, vanhu vava kuenda kumabasa, the subway is open, you can actually go to the pub or any supermarket that you want to. So in other countries you cannot do any of those things. So social distancing iri kutaurwa, iri kuitwa kumwe kwesoko. Isusu takatoita kudhara, tikatopfuura kudhara tiri kunoku. And I think a lot of people were not actually aware how big it was. And then ndakaudza nekumba kwedu kuti maybe you should stay indoors for some time, because it's just we've been told not to stay indoors. And pane kakusiyana kehunhu hwema-Chinese nevepanze, if I can say that. Kuno vanonyanyoteka mutemo. They are law-abiding citizens. So when the government said lockdown, people were in their homes and no one was outside. All 1.3 billion of them. Asi ndinoona kune dzimwe nyika vanhu vanofamba vanoenda kuma beach they still go out to bars and so yeah, zvine kamusiyano. Ndosaka kuno zvakakasika kuita kuvanane to go back to normal as we can say that. Yeah.
So now when we talk about are we talking about, would you say that your life is back to normalcy, where and you don't have to, I guess, quote unquote, abide by these laws that were set up by the World Health Organization? So you keep a distance between yourselves, try not to high five and wash your hands every 20 seconds and so forth. Do you guys still have to go through that and abide by those laws?
Well, some of it, the whole social distancing thing, I don't think people are paying attention to that, because you go into your subway car and there's 100 people in there. Very packed my buses now, but people are still wearing their masks and they are sanitizing their hands with all the temperature checks. I think vanonyanya emphasize on checking temperature static, because kwese kwaunoenda unochekwa temperature. Also the one thing chinobatsira vanhu static, chinobatsira government kuti izive kuti munhu ane chirwere ichi, pane application inoshandiswa kunoku inonzi WeChat, more like equivalent yeWhatsApp ikoko. So pa-application apa government yakaisa GPS network yese. So munhu kwawaenda une personal QR code yako. So if you've been in contact with someone as a tester positive somewhere else, your QR code will turn from green to red. So that means you were exposed. So kana yako iri green, it means aunambobvira wapinda any kuti wakazovhizita restaurant ine munhu akazowanikwa ari positive 5 days later.
Okay.
So kwese kwaunoenda munhu unotestwa temperature and une that QR code. I don't know if you want me to show you or what.
Please.
Okay, sure. Let me just look. Yeah. So kana iri green, it means hauna. So ndo pavanoti Zviri, and vanhu vakawanda vanoita confidence nazvo, nekuti vanoziva kuti handina kumbobvira ndasangana nemunhu anacho chirwere, so pandiri panapa pana munhu amboita chirwere. Saka yeah, I wouldn't say vanhu iyi ndo yacho. I don't know. Muri kupaona zvakanaka?
Okay.
Yeah, ndipo
saka vanoiscana here kana kuti ndepapi pacho painobva yatina green or red?
Handizivi manje kuti technology yacho inoshanda sei, but I'm sure there's some artificial intelligence involved, because application inoshandisa location yako, so it's more like they're tracking you. I know there are some people vanotaura kuti privacy issues and shit, but in the times of pandemic, I think it's necessary to do some certain things. Yeah. So to get to your question, yeah. My WHO guidelines are being followed to a certain extent. With over here, they're using more technology to combat already infected data, so that they don't angaba ku UK angaba positive. And they tracked all 2,000 people vanga mu network from the time yakabuka ndege akakwira taxi akazouya kunyika kunoku, and then taxi driver kumba kwake nemukadzi wa taxi driver nevana vavo neshamwari dzavo, all of them vakava round up to make sure kuti hapana kwachinoenda chirwere ichocho. So yeah, they've been doing their best to make sure that there are no new infections.
Okay, VaChiguvare, tombobata nyaya yezvatiri kuona zviri kubuda mumareports muChina. Tiri kuona vanhu pasi rose vari kuchema vachiti hanzi pane nyaya yerusaro raganda iri kuitika ikoko kuChina. We saw some reports of some people saying ivo vakadzingwa mumaapartment avo vanhu vatema vekuno kuAfrica vachinzi vakadzingwa muma-apartment nenyaya iyoyo yeCoronavirus. What exactly is going on? Have you heard of such things?
Ichokwadi ichocho. Ini ndagara kuno kwenguva yakati rebei, and akasike kutanga ndichizvinzwa izvi. Things like this happen most of the time. Let me give you a background, if you allow me. China is a very big country, and they have a lot of provinces. So kuzasi kweChina kune province inonzi Guangdong province, ndokune the city of Guangzhou, and a lot of Africans go there to buy their wares to resell back home. So vakatowanda vamwe vakasettle ikoko. There's this place that they call Little Africa when they're in public, but actually they call it Chocolate City in private. And just from the name itself, you can see the patoneka prejudice karipo hip-hop. So yeah, there's always been a bit of dislike for black Africans in that part of China, but anywhere else, like for some of the city I live in, I haven't had any of that. But corona, it's not just targeted kunema ma black jet. It's all foreigners in general, because musuwa 20 March, hurumende yeChina yakataura kuti hatichada kuona maforeigner anopinda muChina. Nyangwe uine valid visa or residence permit, hatichada kuona maforeigner anopinda muChina. So maChinese akawanda vakatora izvozvo sekufunga kuti zvikunzi maforeigner ndiwo ari kuunza chirwere muChina. So right now vane avari kuti ma-imported cases, zvirwere zvaunzwa muChina nevanhu vari kuuya muChina, 90% of those cases are returning Chinese citizens. But vakawanda vanofunga kuti imported means foreigner. So munema ainangwa tinangombo experience izvi, but I know pane people who experience munema shops akawanda or mahotera vanenge vakaisa masign ekuti hatisi kuda kuona maforeigner nenyaya yekuti munotiunzira zvirwere. And indofunga kuti zvese zviri based on policy yakabudiswa nehurumende a few weeks ago. Vakatry kuda they tried to explain to the citizens that no, that's not what we meant and whatnot, but then they're also covering up because there's a lot of bad things that have been happening. And you know how it is here. It's not good for them. It's not good for their reputation. So yeah, they kind of strip it under the rug. So yes, there's been some discrimination recently, but it's not just for blacks. It's for all foreigners, wherever you are. They think that you're bringing the COVID-19 back into China. Which I don't think the irony is lost on anybody, because chirwere chakatanga munomu, and they were suffering even vari ku America, vari ku England, vachi abused. And now less than 2 months later, they are doing the same thing. Kwatiri isusu ma foreigner, ma blacks and other foreign white people and whatever. And this is I don't understand it. I don't understand why people would behave like that after being victims themselves. Yeah.
So now let's could you break it down for our what is life like for you now that you've mentioned, Kuti, you guys have gone back to normalcy? Of course, some people have experienced these traumatic events and experiences. For you personally, what is life like for you now that you, I guess, in medical terms, let's say in China, the curve has flattened?
Basically do anything that I want. I work in the education sector, so I haven't really been back full time, but I would say that any of my other friends, it's pretty much back to normal. None of the hospitals are overwhelmed, and if I can say that they were not actually overwhelmed in the first place. I don't know why. Maybe it was just in the city of Wuhan, but yeah, in terms of that, everything is pretty much okay. There was a time when you couldn't find my mask in my shops, as in now Ajoka, my hand sanitizer, yeah, almost like the same way as it was before. That's the normal.
My industries and you, because we see in some places what they're trying to introduce is to reopen industries, but a slow reintroduction. Ndizvo zviri kuitika kuChina here kana kuti maangodzi the curve of flatten chidzokera imese kubasa. Is it a slow process or just go full throttle?
Vanhu vakatodzokera mabasa. I think 96% of the industry is open now. It's almost like all of this never happened. And they want people to think that it never happened. So vanhu vari kutobata basa as if hazvina kumbombera zvaitika, you know, just with the precaution yema mask nekucheka temperature and whatnot. But pretty much everything is back to normal. Even the kindergarten kids are going back to school. So yeah, it's as normal as it can get. That's what I would say.
All right, awesome. Do you have any last remarks that you wanted to share with vateereri vanenge vachiteerera chirongwa ichi vachinzwa kuti vaChiguvare vari kurarama zvakadii kuChina?
Ndinongodawo kuudza vateereri kuti garai mudzimba dzenyu, haikonai kufamba. If you can, please, if you can, stay in your homes, wash your hands regularly, sanitize, nyatso-cleanai muchitsvaira mudzimba dzenyu. Monyatsoita kuti amubude muchienda panze if it's not necessary. I know it's difficult because of the way our economy is set up, but yeah, please take care of yourselves. Tinokumbira vanhu vakawanda vari kufa nacho chirwere ichi, and it's real and it's very serious. Teererai zvamunoudzwa nana chiremba, WHO and Ministry of Health and everything, kuti utano hwenyu urambe uripo.